Hello, Albert. Oh, this is pretty cool. I think we have four Canadians in this hangout right now. That's amazing. Alright.
Is my
Anyway.
video showing up?
What?
Is my video showing up?
Yep, it is. And your
Okay.
microphone too. Obviously.
Because I can't really tell. I was having a whole bunch of problems. But
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm on my iPad right now.
Cool.
And this is Saskatoon TechWorks, so the hackspace that I work in. And I just wanted to show you guys the CNC. So big Goliath here.
Wow.
So the cutting area on this big dude is about 20 inches by 48 inches. And it's good enough for what I want to do for robots and stuff. But lately I've just been cutting random stuff like this workstation perhaps, or there's a lawnmower. Giant Mickey over here. But yeah, this is great. So it has really big motors, not as big as Chris's motors. So the x-axis is driven by two of these guys here, and then the other one's hiding here. And it's got a Bosch router on here for cutting. I've talked about putting a hot end on it, but I'm not quite sure how everybody else would feel about it. Any questions?
I have a ton of questions, but if I start any of them, we'll have another party hijacking like last week.
Well, that was after the party, so that's okay.
I don't know. Me and Mr. Oh, I just lost the word. Useless product guy. Most useless machine guy. He and I kind of talked shop for about 20 minutes while everyone else just kind of waited for us.
Yeah.
I just felt bad.
So that CNC is pretty cool. How, like, if you make too much stuff on it, could it catch fire? Which would be bad because if it's made out of wood, then nothing would be
Yeah,
left.
it's made out of MDF. I guess I can show a little bit more detail. So we opted for aluminum rails here, so they've been worn out, and actually spent the money on good V-bearings. But yeah, it is made out of MDF. In terms of catching fire, I don't think we have to worry about that too much. Just so as long as you turn the motors off when it's not in use, because they do get toasty. It's a big giant red button of doom, just in case stuff goes wrong.
Cool.
And we also have a light when we turn it on, so that people know that it is on.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, what you said you built like a desk and stuff on it. What type of robot would you build with it? Would you build a big robot?
For now, I'm going to stick to smaller ones. Here's what I plan to do with it. It's okay. I don't know if you can see this properly, but this is my friend's walker robot. His neck is kind of in pieces right now, but that's what I plan to cut on it. Because he designed some parts on CNC and had it cut, but this one kind of committed suicide because the control board up here told the motors to go too far.
Oh. It can cut metal as well as wood?
This is actually material that printed circuit boards are made of, just without the copper.
Wow.
And it's called Garolite, or the industry name is FR4, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried metal on it. I probably am too afraid to do that right now.
Cool. right. Well, yeah, that's really cool stuff. Awesome. When do you think you'll have the CNC running? Like next week? Can you show it in operation?
I can show an operation now, but it's really loud. But I'll do it
Ooh.
next week because it seems to be a lot of people here
Okay.
wanting to share their stuff.
Okay. Sure. Awesome. All right. Moving along to, let's see, Chris the Carpenter.
Red button of doom. Red button of doom.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I just got an email, like just literally a minute ago, and it looks like Wikipedia might possibly go dark to protest SOPA and HIPAA, which is pretty incredibly cool. Those are horrendously bad pieces of legislation. And so that's awesome. So yay, sharing your stuff. I'll avoid CNC stuff because, like I said, I don't want to repeat performance of last week, but I did get my glides today. This is the small Z-axis, and they're incredible, and they're like silk, and they're everything is awesome. But that's why God made blogs. This week, what I actually have fits in the category of robots that look really good and don't work. This, I showed you this last week in cardboard form. This is what it looks like in purple plexi. It's got the 3 sonars, all 90 degrees. And it's got these really awesome big wheels, and they have these gigantic O-rings. Let's see if I can do that. Come on, video, catch up. It has these big O-rings that I got at the hardware store from the plumbing section to make wheels. And there's a battery pack and a brain board, Arduino. And this was supposed to be a mapping robot. I was going to do a robot that could kind of map its way. And the big thing with this guy was I'm going from motors and encoders to direct drive steppers instead. Here, the stepper driver boards are right here. And it's incredibly heavy. I didn't really calculate the steppers themselves being so heavy, but it's 2 kilos. It's 4.3 pounds. This little thing here. I mean, it's just insanely heavy, and it's a very simple answer. Motors aren't strong enough. If I get it going and I give it a little push, and it gets going, and the step rate is the same speed it's going at, it is like the Cadillac. It is silent. I mean, you cannot hear a thing, and it just purrs right along silently and effortlessly, just smooth as smooth things. However, if you put it as on the ground as starting just stationary and hit go, it's like the steppers just vibrate and shake in between steps in this violent, it's like just add the Benny Hill theme song and it's perfect. And so basically, this right here is a lesson. Even if you think your design is really final, don't cut it out of the $7 purple plexiglass. Cut it out of the $2 Home Depot thin, crappy plexiglass. That's the lesson here. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I don't think I can save it. I don't think I can add gearing as it stands. I don't think I could do anything with this.
How many volts?
This is officially a dust collector.
How many volts are you running the steppers at?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's 6 AAAs, so that's in theory in theory 9, in reality 8 something because they're rechargeables. And I thought about that, so I grabbed a big fat 11.7 volt LiPo from one of my model airplanes, and so I've basically given it the full 12 volts and as much current as they could possibly want. And no, it just sat there and just shook in between 2 steps of the stepper and just kicked up a huge fuss and wouldn't go. Which is even more crazy because steppers are stronger, slower. So in theory, it should actually work better just going than it should once it's going. But
yeah,
no, complete fail, 100%. But I got one more quick one that's even better and more better. I have I've been trying to figure out what to do with all my leave-ins. When you own a laser cutter, you end up with leave-ins, which are, where am I? Am I here? Yeah. These are all the thingies that fall out of the cutter, and it's like just all these really awesome, cool little shapes, and all the holes and doodads that get cut out. So I've been saving these to give them to some art nerd so they can make a cool thing out of them. But you're left with the sheet, that everything comes out of, and I'm starting to get a pretty big collection of these sheets.